Okay, so it's hard for me not to drop into masterclass type blending right now after hearing that, I've got to tell you. But I really want you all to get a sense of how incredible these essential oils are in the Home Essentials Kit, which of course doubles up the Essential Collection Kit, we call it Family Physician Kit here, and the Natural Solution Kit or Nature Solution Kit. We've got different names in Australia, so it's like Nature Solution Kit, Natural Solutions Kit. So these essential oils, I find a lot of people use them for the physical stuff that comes up. I'm just going to take this off, it's nice and warm now, it's freezing a minute ago. And what I want to share with you is how every single essential oil that we have available to us works on all levels. It has to, by virtue of it being vibrational medicine. That's the science of these essential oils, right? So I'm going to begin by touching you with an essential oil that I love so much, and that has touched us all in so many ways. And even for the beginners that we touch, that maybe have never been affected by essential oils in this form before, they've still been touched by this gift, and it's peppermint. She's energizing, activating, awakening. Do you want to smell them as well, kids? She brings clarity to the mind and focus. Now, I find when we experience this contraction that Haley's talking about, we want to look at, okay, so I'm feeling contraction, I need pain in my neck, in my lower back, in my shoulder, in my wrist, whatever it might be. Okay? And then some people often take it the next level and they say, is it the left side or the right side? The masculine is the right side and the feminine is the left side. Then some people go and look at beautiful Louise Hay books and go into the meaning behind it. I can tell you this. When you work with the essential oils that have that high menthol content, like your peppermint, your wintergreen, the beautiful ice blue or deep blue that has been created with this incredible melody. Like it is a potent synergistic blend of essential oils brought to us in one itty bitty bottle or one tube of rub so that we can apply it and it brings a difference to our lives. The reason they work so effectively is because these high menthol content oils, they work with physical pain, right? But guess what else they do? What else are your high menthol content oils great for? Think of Breathe, right? Think of wintergreen on its own. Yeah? Think of peppermint on its own. What would happen, you don't even need a full drop of peppermint, right? What if you were just to touch the edge of that lip of the bottle like this to your hand? And if you went like this, what would happen? It's opening, right? It's opening us up. These high menthol content oils, they open us up. They increase our ability to stand in receivership of the life force, oxygen, and the life force, God, universe, creator. Now, as our lungs open and expand with the life force, we're breathing in this chi, we're breathing in this oxygen. It starts to feed our cells, right? It starts to activate the brain. That's why peppermint can be such an enlivening essential oil, and it's also why peppermint can be so great before sleep. Because for anyone who's finding that they wake up exhausted after sleep, depleted, or they're waking up loads during the night, and it could be because they're a breastfeeding mama, let's face it. And those of us that have had babies and long finished breastfeeding, is there anyone else there, my hand's going to be the first to go up, that still wakes up several times in the night to noises, and our kids are like teens now, right? It's like something inbuilt in us, right? So I find with peppermint, just a little bit at the nape of my neck and then massage it in the fractionated coconut oil, just here, the occipital region, so that it accesses the occipital, you know, it's opening and accessing the brain. I find that my sleep isn't just deeper, I wake up with more energy, right? And it can also affect dreaming, like more lucid dreaming. Don't know the science behind that, but I have noticed that, right? Now, the peppermint essential oil, let's go back a couple of steps to what I was saying with that pain in my shoulder, that pain in my back, the pain in my neck. What is it that I'm carrying that's not my own? That's the first question I ask. So the peppermint, because she's light and bright and fast acting, helps to offload the burden we carry. Now, if you were to take the duvet of the aromatherapy kingdom, lavender, and you were to combine the peppermint and lavender in some fractionated coconut oil, what do you think might happen? The lavender combines with that peppermint to create this soothing and calming effect. She blankets us or cloaks us in her embrace, i.e. protection. Right? So the lavender, as you know, really soothes us in times of emotional as well as physical pain. So if you were to combine her with a high menthol content oil, right, and we have the lavender there. Now remember, this is lavender augustifolia. This is high quality essential oils we're working with. And all you need is a little smidge of fractionated coconut oil, like a teaspoon and a drop of each, and you apply it, massage it directly to that place. And what if then you were to apply an affirmation to it? Or if you're into tapping, you could create an anchor in tapping. Even though I'm feeling this pain, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I choose to carry burdens time after time, and I keep telling myself not to do it, I do it. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, because we do that, right? We're human. There's that human part of us. So let's take the peppermint and lavender, and now let's add the king of the aromatherapy kingdom. Who are we going to add now? Frankie boy! Okay? We're going to add my not-so-secret lover to this mix. Because, see, it's true, isn't it? When all else fails, Frankie boy prevails. Because what does he do? He works at a cellular level. He's going deep. He's going to those places with the essential oils that we don't even know need massaging. When we're working with the physical body, we need to address the emotional body and the spirit body, right? We just need to. And the joy of this is this. Someone might say to you, or you might say to each other, I don't even know where it's come from. I've just got this pain. Can it just not be a physical pain? It can be. It might hang around longer. But see, the thing is the intelligence of the essential oils and the majesty and intelligence of our bodies is phenomenal. So these essential oils, from the time we put them on the body, it's about 6 seconds and they're entering the bloodstream, right? And within about 20 seconds, they're dancing among the cells. Outside of the cells, then they start permeating the cellular membrane. A lot of these essential oils, they pass through that blood-brain barrier. This is tiny. The molecular structure is tiny, and that's why they're passing through. So this is the thing. It's not that the essential oils are curing you, hallelujah, amen, you're done. It's like they come into the body and they say, hey, we've got this, remember? Remember how intelligent you are? This is your time now. You can reclaim your birthright to a life of joy, of health, of expansion, of flexibility. Right? So when you're working with physical pain, all three of those work brilliantly with pain. Would you attest to that? Have you all had an experience with that? Right? Anything that occurs in the physical body, to me, just for me, I believe, began somewhere inside here. It could be something someone said to us or we perceived did to us. And at the end of the day, I'm also going to tell you this, it doesn't matter. Because frankincense, he's like that golden light from on high, right? He's just pure God force in a bottle. He just is. So when we work with frankincense and we start to bring about that recalibration of what's true, that's why people say it's the oil of truth. Because he helps us to return to our natural state, to the truth of who we are. We weren't born with all these pains. We kind of grew into them, right? So when you anoint frankincense, a little bit of Frankie Boy on your ajna, your third eye, before journaling or prayer or maybe painting on a canvas or meditation, there's a reason for that. Because he helps to lift the veil that we would otherwise keep closed, that prevent us from connecting with our truth or with Creator, right? With universal wisdom. When this beautiful lady here was sharing, you know, I have this, I have that. Who could relate to that? All the hats we wear. And then on top of it, 6 kids. I turned around to your husband and I'm like, is that all? Oh, I thought you said no, I thought you said you guys. I'm like, geez, is that all? Right? Seriously, 6 kids, yeah. So it's like, that's a lot for us. And we take it on, but we keep going because we have to, don't we? We have to. Our kids need us, your business needs you, whatever it is. How about if we just did this? How about if we let ourselves use this particular melody, for instance? Simple melody, would you agree? How many of you have used this 1,000 times before? Or 10 times, or at least once before? But see, now, as you use it, you can take it another level. Because nothing takes us faster down memory lane than our olfactory senses, so you can begin now to consciously create some powerful aromatic anchors for yourself. So when you smell these 3 together, you just take off the lid of each, you hold them together like this. I want you to notice, and I'm going to do it with wild orange in a minute with you all, I want you to notice how you feel when you inhale the 3 of them. How do you feel? If you feel enlivened, if you feel joyous, if you feel like, oh, I am so ready for a good sleep right now, notice what it is. And then the next step, notice where you feel it go in your body. Because that's going to be a good indicator. You could create a rollerball for yourself. You can create an aromatic dressing for yourself and don your whole body in this blend. You might just feel like you want to put it in the diffuser. But the idea is this, is every time you smell that blend, it anchors you back to that moment that you create that anchor. Because as you breathe in, put very simply, you know, these are little essential oil molecules, they're journeying up that nasal canal of the olfactory senses, the olfactory bulbs, and then they enter the brain. And they touch our brain. They're affecting us very quickly. That's why our mood state can change so quickly. But they do access the limbic system. And what is the limbic system for? It's the emotional control center. It's also a very powerful part of our brain that creates memories. Hence why you can create powerful aromatic anchors with this. So when you breathe this, you return to your state, and you can tie it in with maybe an affirmation or scripture or prayer that is meaningful for you. Maybe a beautiful quote. You know, like there's some beautiful Rumi quotes out there. There's gorgeous scriptures out there. There are songs. Maybe you want to anchor it to a song. Can you see how you can then translate this into your families? Our children growing up with this knowledge. How amazing would that be? Our children trusting their intuition so much that they open up that box of essential oils and they know and trust where to go. And they create, not because they've been told that lavender's good for cuts, burns and abrasions and stings and bites, but because they feel good when they open up that lid and they sniff that lavender. They just feel good, right? There was a little bit that came up around people feeling like they're taking on other people's energies. Right? People feeling ill around other people, feeling like they're taking on that burden. This isn't new. This has been around for centuries. This has always happened. We've just had ways to protect ourselves. You know, sage. Who's heard of sage sticks and smudging? Palo Santo is another way of doing it. It's, you know, beautiful wood. It's like, it's amazing, right? See, we also have these essential oils also from Mama Earth, right? Now, if we think of the protective blend, we go where? On guard, right? An incredible synergistic blend. Now let's look at the essential oils in there. We have clove, cinnamon, wild orange, rosemary. What am I missing? Eucalyptus. And eucalyptus, thank you. Eucalyptus radiata, an edible form of eucalyptus. That's why this is edible. So we can make ourselves a tea with it as a restorative, or for our immune system, or do like a chai just because it feels good and add some cacao in there, right, like a hot chocolate / chai. We could put it in a diffuser and add the melaleuca and lemon to it. Now I'm going to pass this around, and I'd like you all to smell it like this. And feel free to smell them on their own just because maybe you love them so much and you want to connect with them. But I'm going to ask you to pass it around like like this for a couple of reasons. One is I would like you to develop a relationship with blending these powerful but simple essential oils. How many of you are sharing these essential oils, teaching classes, maybe doing one-on-ones? Can I see a show of hands? Can you see the value in this? It's like when people have that home essentials kit or natural solution kit, whatever it is they have at home, do you want them to lift the lids off those bottles and use them with assurity and confidence? Now these three blends, what else could we put them in? A big spritzer bottle and clean the house with it. We can put it with some On Guard cleaner concentrate and mop the floors with it. Clean the benches, the countertops, your pantries, the bathrooms. It's incredible, right? But let's go the next level now. What if we were to put in the diffuser? And we set it up not just to kill the airborne germs, the pathogens of the, sneezing and coughing type. Or what about if we put them in to diffuse the dense or negative energies in our lives? What about if we put them in to diffuse those times when someone comes over and God bless their hearts, they're coming over just because you're such a good listener, right? So I'm like, can I come over for a cup of tea? I just need to talk. And I come and I talk and I like vomit all over her because she's such a good listener. And she just like holds my heart just so, and she has my trust and I love her, and I leave and I'm high. I'm high on joy and life again, and I'm ready to live again. And she's like, oh Lord, I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. Who's ever had that before? Right? And it's really hard to be resentful or anything because that poor soul needed someone to dump on. Maybe they can't do it at home or wherever they are. What if you were to diffuse this melody with the intention of speaking to the medicine of these essential oils and the plants, the spices, the herbs, the grasses, the trees, the earth from which they come, and ask them for their protection. Ask them for their solace. Ask that lemon in there to cleanse, clear, clarify, and detox that which no longer serves you. Ask it to lift it up and out and return it to source. Because everything comes from source, right? God's pure unconditional love. Can we all agree on that one at least? Yeah. Right? So there's nothing religious about that, you guys. Well, there is actually. Love's the best religion. It's the best thing to get high on. So if we can return it to source, then guess what? Source knows what to do with it. Would you agree? It's the return to love. So the lemon scoops that up. It's cleansing it, clearing it, detoxing it, scoops it up and takes it there. The melaleuca in there, or the tea tree, right, comes in, and tea tree wraps us up in like this force field of protection. So I want to show you, can you take that tea tree out of there for me? Just that on there. And you can just, and if you want, you can do it with the lemon too, or the On Guard, doesn't matter, but I want to show you this. Being Italian, I didn't grow up with that whole melaleuca smell. It was a bit like, ooh, what's that, right? Whereas the rosemaries and basils and herbaceous stuff, I'm right there, right? So you can just wet, again, you're just wetting your hands like this, rub it over, and just all over your body. You're going to think I'm a crazy, but it's true. Just get over your clothes and then don it over your energy field. We have an energetic field whether you like it or not, you guys. It's just science. It's there, it's measurable and it's there. So what if you were to just put it over your energy field before the person came, after the person left? Maybe you forgot to do it before they came. Maybe you didn't realize they were going to vomit all over you. So you can take those two and use it in that way. Same with the On Guard, as I said. So the melaleuca in this way acts like this force field of protection, as does the On Guard. And the On Guard takes it another step. The On Guard warms us from the inside out. Have you noticed that? Now, let's look at clove. What are some of the characteristics or attributes or gifts that clove give us? Call some out.
Purification.
Purification. Why do we use antibacterial? Why do we use it for toothaches and teething? Painkiller. Natural analgesic. Right? Do we feel mildly uncomfortable or in a little bit of pain when we're holding something in, or when someone needs to offload in our presence? It can be a bit painful. It can take us back into contraction if we're not mindful around it. And mindfulness, I just mean let them speak and hand it back over to source. Otherwise, what happens? We do what Haley was talking about, which is take it on as our own. It's not our role. Mother Earth or, source, they know what to do with it. Right? They know how to bring this back home. So the other things that are in this amazing on guard are the rosemary. What's rosemary amazing for? Pardon? Hair. Memory. The brain. Rosemary is amazing as a brain activator. We use such a tiny percentage of the brain. What about if we called on the medicine in On Guard with the rosemary and the eucalyptus to bring us greater clarity, to help us access more of that amazing mind of ours, right? That we have the wisdom to serve that person or those people before us for the high good of all concerned. And it could be that we just stay quiet. Sometimes silence is actually the best gift, right? But other times they're just like, I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Can you guide me? How about if we called on the medicine and On Guard for that? Wild orange. You know what I nickname wild orange? Joy bubbles in a bottle. He's pure joy, right? What about if we called on the medicine of wild orange in that, and let's pass him around as I speak about him, of wild orange, to just say, let's bring the joy back to this moment and to this beautiful soul or these people before me. What about if we called on the wild orange to just calm everything down? See, the beauty of wild orange is he works beautifully with the sympathetic as well as the parasympathetic system. The reason why so many of us struggle to sleep or to calm down or to meditate or to take things in is because we are in sympathy. We brought the ultimate comforter in, the duvet of the aromatherapy kingdom, lavender, and we brought the king himself in. And the frankincense we call on to align us with the divine. I am your servant. I am here to serve the higher good of all. How can I be the vessel of your love, your peace, your joy, your wisdom, your illumination this day? What would that be like? I'm kind of feeling like we'd show up differently in our world. You think? See, because it's very difficult for us to allow ourselves to buy into states of anxiousness and contraction when we're aligning with the divine. Because the divine is so expansive. There's no contraction there. There's none. I mean, when you have felt truly connected, have you ever felt contracted in that connection, that oneness? Or do you feel expansive? You feel like you're an eagle on one of those warm air currents, right? Thermal currents. We're soaring when we're connected. We can touch everything. We can see everyone. And yet we're in a place of no space, no time. And we're no thing, no one. Have you felt that, you guys? Has anyone ever accessed that point? Even if it's just for a breath. And how good does it feel? So what if you were to allow yourselves to go a little deeper now in your relationship with the essential oils? What if you allowed yourself to not just address the physical symptom, but to go beyond the layers? I'm going to challenge you with this. When you go deeper, that doesn't mean you go into story. Have you noticed? Do any of you actually know why I'm here or why I'm sharing essential oils? No. I really don't believe you care about that. What I believe you care about is these fellas here. These incredible energies here. You don't need a story to make this more viable or feasible. You need these. You just need to experience them. So when you smell them, just let them speak to you. Let yourself hear and feel their song again. And then that allows us to connect with the song of our heart. And when we follow the path of our heart, magic happens, alchemy happens, the miracles come in, because we align with the divine and we allow the miracles to come in those unexpected ways. Think about a time in your life now where you felt like a miracle's just dropped into your life, just like out of nowhere. Have you got one? Mm-hmm. Now tap into how you felt when that happened. Were you expanded or were you contracted? Were you in pain or did you feel quite free? Were you in fear or were you in love? Which one? Right? So I'm going to pass around this melody. I've taught it for over 20 years. And it's foolproof. It's foolproof. Let it be whatever it is to you. So if you're open to it, I'm going to ask you to please close your eyes. I'll give you the melody after you've smelt it. Okay? I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I would love for you to notice how you feel when you smell these 3 essential oils, and where you feel them journey in your body, wherever that is in your body. Can you do that? Okay, I'm going to start here and work our way around. What I would recommend is, I mean, you're on stools, just feet flat on the ground or uncrossed. And just let yourselves be open so your spine quite straight. And I'll just walk past, and this is going to take a moment. There's a few of you. I'm going to do it with every single one of you. And I'll just say take a full deep breath. And I'd like you to breathe in mindfully. So breathing in, your belly actually lifts like a big pregnant belly full of chi. Most of us are so busy trying to be skinny, we suck everything in and we wonder why we're exhausted. We ain't breathing. So, full deep breath, feel your belly rise, and your rib cage open and expand with the life force. At the end of the in-breath, just take a little pause for as long as it's comfortable, just a moment, and then just very gently and very slowly release the breath. And you'll just feel it all just drop back, and your belly drops back as though to the spine again. Be up for it? Yeah. Right. So just close your eyes and let yourself have a little Zen moment. And I'll come around with these 3 essential oils. So while you're waiting, just breathing deeply and fully. Take a full deep breath and feel your belly rise and your rib cage open and expand with the life force. For a moment, just pause. And then when you're ready, just very gently and very slowly release the breath. As I pass this melody around, notice how you feel when you smell them, where you feel them go in your body, so that you can be an empowered being on the earth. And you can create an aromatic anchor and use this beautiful melody whenever you choose. Breathing deeply and fully. Maybe you just want to feel into your grateful heart right now. Tapping into all that you're grateful for. Take a full deep breath. Everyone in the room, breathe in together. Feel your belly rise and your rib cage open and expand with the life force. Allow yourself to stand in receivership of the gifts of Mother Earth and her children. Where do you feel these essential oils go, and how do you feel as you receive their gifts? Keep breathing and feeling. Deep breath. Notice how you feel when you feel these essential oils go. Breathing deeply and fully the life force and the gifts of these essential oils. Notice how you feel, and where you feel these essential oils journey as you breathe them in. So with your eyes closed and together now, take a full deep breath. And just let out together. And again, take your hand over your heart now and take a full deep breath in. Feel everything you're grateful for in this moment. And just release. And one more, just because it feels so good. Deep breath in. Just let your hands fall comfortably to your lap. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. No obligation, but would anyone like to share how they felt and where you felt this particular melody journey? And would you like to know what it was? Tara.
First I felt the crown.
Your crown.
Yeah. And then, after I didn't expect any more, I felt my heart warm.
Beautiful. So the crown opened first, and then you felt it in your heart.
Like I remember.
Beautiful. And how did you feel?
Oh, horrible. Elevated.
Elevated. Beautiful. Yeah.
Expanded.
Expanded, yeah. Thank you. Who else would like to share how they felt or where you felt it? Yes.
Felt it in my heart, and then I felt it go down my arms into my fingertips and release.
Beautiful. So in your heart, down your arms to your fingertips, and then
And
release.
just joy.
You felt joy. Yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah. How did you feel?
Feeling that warming in my chest as well, and then just a wave of peacefulness washing over me.
Beautiful.
Letting go the weight of all the crap I've heard recently.
That's great. I love that. So you felt it in your chest, and then as that wave washed over you, felt that crap, as you put it, wash out, wash away.
Clear it out.
That's great. Thank you. Who else felt like something was released with this? Yeah? Who felt warmed by it? Yeah? How did you feel?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you feel in your belly or your gut, like you said?
Just not a turning, maybe a warming,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of felt like a lightness in my head, clearing, and then in my gut.
So a lightness in your head clearing, and then it went down to your gut. Beautiful, thank you.
That's for me. It just went straight to my brain. I felt very lightheaded, and then just open,
Yeah.
and it just stayed there.
Yeah. Can you all see how the same 3 essential oils, when we allow ourselves to stand in receivership of them, we unwrap them in different ways, and that gift inside is different for all of us. What was your name?
Julie.
Julie mentioned in the beginning how much she had going on, and I saw quite a few nods, right? And maybe it's not the same, but we all feel that busyness. You know, is it any wonder you felt it in your head? It was like it wanted to support you and lighten the load. We have the same 64,000 thoughts go through our mind all day, every day, and most of them are the same thoughts on repeat, you guys. Is it any wonder why some of us struggle to go to sleep, or to meditate, or to drop into some sort of Zen moment? Really? Is it any wonder? And yet we beat ourselves up. So the blend was Frankie Boy, frankincense, lavender and wild orange. And it's my signature blend, and I've taught it for over 20 years, and it's beautiful. I've been using it since my teens. So what I love to recommend is you take your fractionated coconut oil, right? And 10 mils is enough for the whole body. It really is. It's like 2 teaspoons. And I know you're going to say, really? But this is like liquid silk on the body. Right? And it's absorbed very quickly, as you know, so you're not left feeling greasy. So this is what I do. I take my bowl here like this, and I fill it with that 10 mils. I'm going to do a little more so we go around the room. And, oops, that's not the blend. Here's the blend. Okay, so just do a drop of lavender and 2 drops of blood orange. I think 3 snuck out then. And 2 drops of Frankie Boy. And this is what we use to adorn ourselves. This becomes a beautiful self-love ritual. And I do this twice a day. I'm going to share this, and then I'm going to hand over to Hayley if she wants to share something. But also I'd really love to hear from Wes and Paul on some of the muscle tension and relaxation, or becoming more physically active, anchoring that in, and using the supplements to assist with that. Because something I swear by is, I didn't even bring them up, they're downstairs, but the Serenity soft gels. Who uses those? So I take 2 half an hour before sleep, and I feel like they've saved my life, you guys. Like, I was awake a lot in the night, every couple of hours at least, if not even more. And I just feel like I'm me again with them. But see, the thing is, you can also take 1 in the day and use them really effectively for anxious states or high stress, or where you feel like your mind doesn't stop. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So that's something I found really beautiful. And the other thing I was going to touch on personally is I highly recommend, do you all do regular cleansers or fasting? Does anyone
Not
here?
as regular as we should.
Okay. Alright, so I'm a big fan of cleansing and fasting, and have done for a long time. My gut actually doesn't cope if I don't do it. But I'm a big believer in that if our gut health is great, we're great. It totally affects our brain. There's a total connection with the gut and the brain. And that's why they call it the second brain of the body, right? We actually have 3, it's the gut and the heart and this brain, right? So I feel like when we can get them into alignment and healthy, we feel so much more whole and complete, right? I know that's not really usual, for this class, but I wanted to touch on that because, like, for me, the TerraZymes alone, you can have them before or after meals, you just need to take them right by a meal, have also brought about a massive change in me that I can feel. And especially because we travel so much, like I think I was home 12 weeks all up last year. Right? So I have such a clean, pristine way of eating and living. I don't cope so well, especially in America actually. And I'm plant-based, so it's very difficult to get great vegan stuff everywhere you go. They want to put cheese with it, or cream, or animal stock, or whatever it is. So, there's a lot that I end up kind of cutting out. So I find the TerraZymes really assist me, really help me. Traveling with these probiotics, do you know how these work, why they're so brilliant? Do you want me to quickly tell you? Yeah. Not only are they the prettiest capsules on the market, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what is with that? It's glorious. So they're double-time encapsulated, which means you've got your pre and probiotics in there, and it's going to release the prebiotics are designed to release in the upper gut area, where the probiotics, they're designed, this is designed to recolonize the gut with good flora, you guys, right? So it needs to get down low, it needs to get into the bowel, the large intestines, and it needs to be given a chance to do that. These don't need to be refrigerated so you can travel with them, right? It's pure genius. And I would still say have your fermented vegetables and drinks. Just don't drown them in sugar. I find here there's a lot of the fermented drinks and stuff, which is awesome. There's a lot of sugar in them. So you're better off just kind of cancelling out the sugar or making your own, like water kefir or coconut water kefir. If you're into milk kefir, do that. And like for your water kefirs, just put dates in it or fig in it. Not dates, they'll break down, sorry, sultanas I meant to say. Or like a fig, dry organic fruits, right? the fruit. And they'll feed it because they thrive on the sugars. And then what you're drinking is the product from that. That's what you're helping to recolonize your gut with. You know, every time that we're taking antibiotics, for instance, we know it's stripping the good and the bad, right? But you know, sometimes people have to take them. It's just, sometimes that's what it is. And there's no judgment. But what if we were to create some consciousness around it? Like, what about if we were to create, how about let's do a cleanse now, let's help you with vital force again, with essential oils, with some great juicing, let's incorporate some of this in, let me show you the 30-day cleanse, let's do the 30-day cleanse together. You know, the doTERRA 30-day cleanse is one of the most simple cleanses I've come across. I've done a lot of cleansing. It's so simple, and you all are taking your LLV anyway, is that right? And most of you on Lifelong Vitality. Right, so that's part of it. So then you're just adding extra juju to that, right? And you're helping your body to thrum and hum again. Now, the next way you're going to help it to thrum and hum is with aromatic dressing. It's not a salad dressing. Every time I come to America, you'll think I'm talking about a salad dressing. It's not, but that's cute. You can make salad dressings with this. But this isn't that. We're not dressing ourselves in olive oil. We're using the fractionated coconut oil, and in this case we've got the lavender, wild orange, and frankincense. You could easily do like melaleuca, lavender and lemon for protection if you wanted. You know, we've touched on some great blends today. So what I do is I do this twice a day. And in the morning, and it's straight after a bath or a shower, and in the morning I'm choosing essential oils to bring in whatever my intention is for the day. You know, really calling in that which you choose to call forth and bring more of into the day. So rather than saying clear the hugh, you're going to say like feeling vital and energized and surrounded in positivity, or whatever it is that's meaningful for you and for you and for you, right? So the first thing is choose what you choose to call in. Because that's going to dissolve the muck anyway. It's going to dissolve the density. Remember, the universe that we live in is picking up on what you're putting out. So your brain sends out these electrical currents. The universe picks that up, and the heart acts as a magnet to bring it to you. That's pure science. It's not woo-woo. It's actually what happens. Just check out quantum physics. Right? It's actually what happens. So if you're going, oh, I wish I wasn't so bad, I wish I wasn't so feeling so down all the time, I wish my mother-in-law or mother wasn't such a pain in the butt, I wish my husband would pick up after himself, or whatever it is, what about if we were to say, I am a vital, energized, succulent, sassy, yummy being. And what if, just after your shower or bath, right? Just imagine wearing, you know, our goddess-given or God-given gift of nakedness. And what if you were just to dip in this cute little aromatic dressing bowl, whatever it is for you. I love using wood, you know, because I love Mama Earth. What if you were to just dip and rub and bend? And as you bend down and you rub-a-dub-dub these amazing oils on your body, you were to say, I love you, sexy legs. Thank you, knees, for holding me up. I love you, big, strong thighs. Oh my God, you did well with those 3 squats we managed today. Like your Haley Hobson with those 50 squats we managed today. What if you were to dip and rub and bend and just tell your body how grateful you are for it? Thank you for allowing me to walk so powerfully and purposefully forward in life. What if you were to dip and rub and just say, I'm letting it all go and I'm bringing you the joy. And if you were to dip and rub and go, I love you, sexy tush. And dip and rub and just give thanks for your belly. I love you, Manda Venus. Thank you for bringing life into life. The gift of our children. For all the amazing ideas and the energy of creation that I tap into with you. Rather than, my love Venus, I'm not sex and dad kids, and my love for top, get right, you're laughing, but we all do it, don't we? Me included. This is where we teach what we need to learn most, right? And dip and rub, and the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump of its own. So you're going to dip and rub, and really give it some juice, right? Fire up the engines, get that lymphatic system going. Women, please do your breaths. pecs. Love them up. Men, do your pecs as well. Yep, do it for your woman if you want to. My husband has this thing where he goes, love, 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 and on my tush he goes, lust, lust, lust. Make it fun. Do whatever works. Put a song on if you want, right? Over your heart, I love life. Life loves me. I'm so grateful to the blessings of life. Up your throat. I express my truth with ease and grace. Dip and rub, and the best way I know to do my back is just dip and rub. Oops, Xander, I just stood on your tail and you didn't even freak out. I love you. Dip and rub and bend over. And you just bend over, and as you bend, your hands will come quite high up. And it feels really good down there. So hang out down there as long as you want. Dip and rub, downward dog, right? But you need your hands, so don't go feeling it. Leave them up. Dip and rub and do the high out of reach areas. Do your arms, right? Your pits. You know these can go on your pits, right? Your hands. Breathe it in. Swipe it over your face. Obviously take care of citruses in the sun. They're photosensitive. You can do the bottom of your hair or take it through your hair, which is all I did with my hair this morning after the shower. And then dip and rub. Do the soles of your feet. And you're aromatically dressed. Okay? So I'm going to pass this around and I want you to dip and rub and just get it on your bare bits. Don't worry, you're not going to get naked and do that here. That's in the masterclass in like whatever it is, half an hour's time or something. A little howl under the moon as well, because that's what we crazy oilers do, didn't you know? So can you see how this beautiful science, this gift of the earth, comes in so beautifully in our lives? Can you see how the intelligence of these plants just weave their way into the fabric of our being? Make sure the people behind you get it too, you guys. And they just know where to go and what to do. Right? So once you open your wholesale accounts, you're now empowered to know what to do with these essential oils. You're now empowered to take someone through a beautiful journey of a lifestyle overview or a wellness consult or whatever it is you want to call it. But connect with them. Connect with each other. The reason I want to show you this masterclass is to show you where you can take them at the next level with these essential oils. What can they marry with these? You know, I didn't even teach Digest Zen, Deep Blue, or the Ice Blue and Oregano. Is it Deep Blue? It's Deep Blue, yeah, Ice Blue, no, sorry, yeah. The Deep Blue, the Oregano, and the Digest Zen. I didn't even touch on those yet, right? Now, we know the Oregano is amazing for the immune system, Digest Zen for the belly, but do you know Digest Zen is amazing to digest life when you're feeling overwhelmed? Like I heard a few of you talk about overwhelm or inability to take more in. Put a drop in your water and drink Digest Zen. Rub it clockwise in fractionated coconut all over your belly and on the soles of your feet. If your children are coming home frazzled after a horrible day at school, or you know, it could have just been one kid that said to your beautiful child, "You're silly." That's horrible. Right? So try this frankincense, lavender and wild orange blend. Have it diffusing for when they come home from school. Yeah? Start to really open yourselves to having this infiltrate every single part of your life, so that as you journey this with others, they just receive it by osmosis. They just walk past your child and that child smells so good and they don't even know, they just think it's the cuteness of a kid. It's the cuteness of the child and the oils. Just like it's the beautifulness of you and the essential oils. Can you see? I mean, we're playing with it now, right? But it's true, isn't it? How many of you pick up a newborn baby and say, "Oh my gosh, this smell needs to be bottled"? There's a reason for that. We feel good when we say it. We're feeling so good when we're smelling it, and that's why we say it. Our senses take us where we need to go. Yeah? Are there any questions? How did you like the aromatic dressing? Who's going to aromatically dress every day now? Who's going to teach aromatic dressing at every class or one-on-one now? That's what I want to see, yeah.
question. When you said, I mean, I think, I was taking notes, I missed some stuff, but how do you just go for what you think you need? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, how do you pick, or should you just pick one that you really like that one I really love?
Yeah, so if you really love it, go with the flow of that. I am a big voice of get back in touch with your intuition, you guys. Like, really trust your intuition. Like Ariel, who you'll meet in a minute with Madeline, Haley and Wes's daughter, I mean, she creates phenomenal blends with blends. And she'll just do stuff that I wouldn't even think of doing necessarily. But it works, it's amazing. Right? So when we trust our intuition, and equally, if that lavender, wild orange and Frankie boy is your melody for now, let it be your melody for as long as it is. And still after 20 years, over 20 years, I mean like I'm 43 now, so this was in my teens. So however long that is, probably getting close to 30 now, right? That I've been teaching it, I still come back to that. I still come back to it. And it works across the board for anything.